Now, you're probably at some point wondering what's the most common trick of a narcissist? I know you don't have the answer. The answer is simple. They talk behind your back to bring a negativity that they have in their mind to life like a Frankenstein. And then what they do with it is they nurture it, this hatred, and what they end up doing with it is they finally confront you with it in a manner in which you cannot defend yourself. It's like you're in a jury, but you're not able to speak. That's the whole game. That's the whole trick of dealing with that sort of hatred. What is the trick? That you're being persecuted and you don't even know it. And they will present it to you. They will present the hatred to you in a way as an idiom form, in a mannerism in which you don't even understand what they're saying. And when you say you don't understand what they're saying, they'll attack you again, like as if you know. Like they'll just say an idiom, like they'll just be angry. It's what it is. That's what narcissistic hate is. It's anger, and they'll just say to you, like, "Why are you speaking? Or why are you speaking so loudly?" It's just because they've had a full year of talking behind your back about nonsense, putting you down, and they can't present themselves as a human being anymore because there's nothing left inside of them. They've dumped all their hatred into you, and you don't even know it. By talking behind your back and connecting with other people to hate you too, to bring their hate values into the world so that they can have a whole string of people that hate you to prove themselves to be innocent little angels when you have no clue what's going on. And what will they say to you? What will they say to you? They'll say something like, as long as we're clear. And then as you're saying, they're already walking away. That's the trick. And you'll say, what? What are you talking about? And you'll find yourself talking to yourself because you're not having a conversation with you. They've had this conversation with someone else and taught that other person to hate you, even though you don't even know them. And now there's two, three, four, five, six people who hate you because they've had this conversation. And they'll even do it to you if you tell them a story about something bad that happens to you and you try to go for them for advice. They'll, they'll even use that story against you time and time again and year in and year out to control you. I once had a situation where I didn't understand what happened. I don't want to go into this story because that takes too long. And I told it to this person. And instead of getting the feedback or the reaction I wanted, was for them to go there and clear things up. The only thing I got was to hear a story that I told them over and over again without them knowing what the story is and just saying nonsense to me that um like da 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 happened to you on 11th Street. It's like what? Or because of it's always spoken in idioms because a narcissist not only cannot memorize anything, they don't even care what they're talking about. They just talk off the top of their head. And they'll say, "Oh, because of the deli, were you there? Do you even know what happened?" No, no. There's everything is a no, no, no. You don't know anything what happened. You wasn't there. You don't understand the story. You just use the story. So anyway, somebody texted me while I was talking, and I was reading it. Um, So I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I remember the story now. Yeah, I went into a delicatessen and the guy inside there, um, I don't know what, the guy inside was mad at me for something for a long time. And so I told somebody else the story, and I expected them to be on my side in terms of human, not to be on my side like that, like because I told them the story, because I felt like I was in the right. I thought the other person would defend me, like at least mentally. Like I walked into a delicatessen and the person just yelled out, refused to serve. And I was saying, is that legal to do that to someone? And they didn't even like bother to even, the narcissist who I told this story didn't even bother to get any insight as to what happened. And then they would just use the story time and time and time again to control me. I innocently went into a store, picked up a bottle of iced tea, tried to order a sandwich, and the guy had been ripping me off for every time I placed an order, he would shortchange me. And he was getting mad at me because I told him that you gave me the wrong money. And then he started complaining that I wasn't giving him a tip. But he didn't understand that one of the mechanic shops that I was helping for free, because it was an old man, was asking me to deliver his food for free. And sometimes I would even go there and pay for it. And I was just either delivering the food, or I wasn't even, I was a delivery guy just helping him out, and I wasn't even getting paid by anyone to deliver it. Why would a delivery guy leave a tip? So I was just delivering something for him, and they got mad at me for I don't know why. And I had an injury that day, and I had a camera bag on, and the guy was picking on me because he thought that I was gay, and he thought, oh, that's a good reason to pick on me. I don't even know why. And then he started cursing at me, and he ran after me, and he got in my face, and I wasn't in the mood for fighting. I had an injury, a really bad injury, and then on my leg, and I didn't understand why is he attacking me. I'm barely able. He made this whole scene, and I didn't even do anything. I just walked into the store. I picked up a nice tea, and he had his own mockery hatred at me. I didn't even do anything. He was cursing at me and stuff, and punching the window, and I don't know what it was. And so he was just too close to me for too long. So I threw him off of me, and then there was more than one person. So I went out into the street because I thought it was going to be a fight against 2 or 3 people. And one of them is a professional boxer. So anyway, um, I didn't know what was happening, but while I threw him off of me, I dropped my $10 and he stole it. And it pissed me off. So, like I saw him bend down and pick out the money, but I didn't realize it was my $10 because that's what happens when people take your mind off of what you're doing.